So it has been a while since I've reviewed a cleaner like this. This right here is the Betta Jet Sweep pool vacuum. Yes, if you're in the market for a handheld pool vacuum, you're looking for a well-known brand at a good price, then the Betta Jet Sweep here, this might be the perfect handheld pool vacuum for you. So a lot of people assume that I only use robotic pool cleaners, and well, that's false. I use a ton of different tools to keep my pool clean. Basically, I use robotic pool cleaners, which are great and convenient at cleaning the pool. But I also use automatic pool skimmers to skim the top surface of the pool debris. And also I use a device like this, which is a handheld manual pool vacuum. Yes, I said manual because this type of pool device here, you have to physically use it yourself, meaning when you turn this on to pick up debris, you have to move along your pool and to pick up debris yourself manually. Now, the difference between a manual handheld pool vacuum is obviously the fact that you have to move this around yourself physically, compared to a robotic pool cleaner, which is automatic, where when you turn it on, the only physical thing you have to do is to place it into the pool and you let it run and do its thing. The great thing about a robotic pool cleaner is the fact that it's automated. You don't have to do anything except put it in the pool. Robotic pool cleaners are designed to be left in the pool for a long period of time, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever it is, to clean on its own. It's very convenient to use a robotic pool cleaner. A robotic pool cleaner shines in the fact that it's very convenient. You don't have to basically touch it after you put it into the pool, but there's no control. You can't actually tell your robotic pool cleaner to go to a certain spot and to clean it. No matter what they say, no matter what brand of robotic pool cleaner you see on the market, whether it's an off-brand, a small name brand, or a big name, expensive brand, $1,000, $2,000 cleaner, I can tell you straight up that no pool cleaner, no robotic pool cleaner is 100%. It's not going to clean your pool 100% in every single area 100% of the time. There's no robotic pool cleaner that does that. There will be parts of your pool that will be missed. If you got tight corners in your pool, maybe your robotic cleaner will miss that. If you got a ledge in your pool, maybe your robotic pool cleaner won't reach that ledge. If you have a hot tub or a spa in your pool away from your pool, then obviously your robotic cleaner won't reach that area. And that's where these manual pool vacuums here, that's where these shine, in the fact that you can take this to the area that you want to use it and to target debris in that area. That's what makes these little handheld pool vacuums so great. And this Betta Jet Sweep here is one of those pool vacuums. So let's talk about the Betta Jet Sweep here and what makes it such a good choice. First off, let's talk about physical design. When you first get this out of the box here, you'll notice I have this attached to a pool pole, but this does not come with a pole. Let me go ahead and take this off here. It comes just like this, no pool pole. You will have to have your own pool pole. It's not included in the box. Pretty much any pool owner that I know has a pole, so it's not really a big deal. To attach this, all you really have to do is just go ahead and push it in, and you see the little clips here, you push that in, and it'll lock into place just like that. Super easy. To detach, the same thing, just take it off like so. Now, in terms of weight, the main unit itself, this comes in at about 5 pounds, and that's great because that's lightweight. Remember, you're going to attach this to your pool pole, and you're going to move around your pool and to pick up debris physically. So the lighter the unit is, the easier it is to push around and to pick up debris in the pool. Let me flip this upside down here to show you that it's got these wheels here. You see that? 4 wheels here, and they all spin 360 degrees. And this is designed so that when you place this on the floor of your pool, of your ledge, whatever it is, it easily moves forwards, backwards, and all around. It glides across that surface, makes it easier to pick up debris. Over here, you can see there's a charging port right here that I'll go ahead and open up just like that to show you the charging port. In the box, you'll also get a little DC charger. This right here is that DC charger, and all you'll have to do is lift this little piece up and plug it in to charge. This will take roughly about 3.5 hours to fully charge, and maximum runtime, continuous runtime, you'll get about 75 minutes before you have to charge it again. Now, 75 minutes is a pretty long time. My pool back here, it's not very small, but it's not gigantic at the same time. It only takes me maybe about 15 minutes to get around the entire pool. If you got a bigger pool, 75 minutes should be more than enough time. Now let me flip this upside down here to show you this again. You'll notice that this does not have brushes. There are no bristles attached to this unit here. If you're looking for a manual vacuum with bristles and brushes to help scrub loose debris. This is not that type of pull vacuum. This is designed to pick up loose debris. It's not designed to scrub loose debris. So keep that in mind. Designed to pick up already loose debris. I wish there was some sort of attachment that you can put on top of it so that you can knock loose debris, but there isn't on this Betta Sweep. Now I'll flip this around right here to show you that there's an on and off switch here. It's very simple and easy to use. Basically, just flip the switch on and off. Now, you'll notice when I flip that switch, just like I did right now, that there is a green light, so it's beeping. That means it's on, but you don't hear anything. There's nothing that's spinning. It's not on right now, and that's because there is a built-in water sensor. So it won't turn on until you place it into the pool. So that's really neat. Same thing when you take it out of the pool. Once it senses it's out of the pool, it will shut itself off, an auto shut-off feature. Now take a look right up here. This right here is the mesh bag system, and this is very simple to take on and off. You notice right over here there are some grooves right here. I'll go ahead and take this piece off by pulling it and taking it off just like so. If you zoom in, you can see there are grooves, 4 pieces on each one of these little bags here. Very easy to slide on and off. Now in the box, you will get 2 sets of debris bags here. This one right here, you can see it's a 250 micron bag here. You got a little zipper right here to open and close if you choose to use it that way. Usually I just take the whole thing off and I empty it and clean it that way. But this 250 micron bag, I'd say eyeballing it, it's about probably 8 to 10 liters in terms of size. So you'll be able to pick up a lot of debris before you have to empty it out. Now, the 250 micron bag is designed to pick up your medium, large size debris. So if you're opening your pool for the first time, if after a storm you notice you got a ton of leaves at the bottom of your pool, you'll use this first. On the other hand, in the box, you also get this one right here. This is a 75 micron mesh filter bag. So it's more fine. It's a more coarse, finer debris bag. Now, this is not an ultra fine filter, so keep that in mind. But 75 microns is enough to filter out debris the size of a grain of sand. So if you got a lot of sand in your pool, this will filter it out. In terms of algae, let's talk about algae here. If you have algae in your pool, it will and it will not pick up algae in your pool. If you have dead algae in the pool, floating dead algae in the pool, this 75 micron bag will pick it up. However, if you have live algae in your pool, that sticky green stuff in your pool, it will not filter that out. You need a brush, you need some chemicals, you need a more finer, ultra fine filter bag. So keep that in mind. The 75 micron bag will pick up dead floating algae, but not live algae. Now I'm going to go ahead and reattach the mesh filter bag. Again, they have these little 4 grooves in all 4 corners here. Doesn't matter where you line it up. You can see there's a notch right here, 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 and here. The 4 corners there. So I'll go ahead and place this on like so. I'll go ahead and just put it in right about here. And once I go there, you flip it and lock it into place. Now it's nice and secure inside. So now let's go ahead and use this Betta Sweep here. I'll go ahead and pull the handle down. You go ahead and grab your pool pole, which again, remember, it's not included in the box, but you most likely have your own pole. I'll go ahead and just put this on like this, push the little clips right there, and it'll lock right in just like that. And now it is good to go. Now, before I turn this on and show you that it works, I do want to talk about water depth here. The Betta Sweep here is designed to handle depths down to about 9.8 feet. Now, let's talk about shallow water. These type of pool vacuums will need a minimum amount of water for it to work in your pool. So keep that in mind. You can see back here, I've got a ledge right here. My main ledge comes in about 14 inches, and this is more than enough shallow water for this to work properly in the pool. This Betta Sweep needs approximately about 4 inches for the motor to turn on, but keep in mind there's also the bag, the filter bag, where debris needs to go into. So if you don't have water above this filter bag, then debris won't go inside. And I'll show you what I mean here. Let me go ahead and turn this on like so. I'll flip the switch, turn it on. Remember, it doesn't turn on until it senses water. Green light is on right there. Let me go ahead and place this into the water here. And you can see when I place it in, you can actually hear the motor turn on and you can see the bag floating up. It's working right there. But as I lift it out like so, Now it shuts off. Remember, it has that auto shut off feature. Now I want to show you that it runs in terms of the minimum amount of water. Let's go ahead and take a look right here. Now, as I place this into the water right here, I'll push it down like so. It's not on right now. Not on right now until right about here. You see that? That's the minimum amount of water you need, which comes in at roughly about, I'd say, 4 inches worth of water. But even at this height, at 4 inches, when the motor turns on and it's running, you see that it's running? Even if you run over debris, there's no room for it to actually go up into the debris basket. So on this ledge right here, I've only got about 6 inches worth of water. You can see it running right there. But if debris was under it, there's no way that it would actually go into the bag. So even though it runs at about 4 inches worth of water, you have to have the debris bag submerged into the water for it to pick up debris. So keep that in mind. If you got shallow areas of your pool, less than 6 inches of water or so, even though it will run in about 4 inches worth of water, because of the mesh bag not being submerged in the water, you won't really get debris. You won't really be able to pick up debris. So keep that in mind. You need at least a minimum amount of water for it to function to pick up debris properly. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and use this. First, take a look at my pool over here. You can see I've got debris in pretty much all corners of the pool. Right here is my ledge, my Baja shelf, and you can see all that debris down there on the ledge here. And again, this type of vacuum is really great for manually getting to the spot you need to clean in case your robotic pool cleaner doesn't pick it up, or you just like to use this type of device in general to manually pick it up. So now I'll go ahead and just roll it across. Remember, it's got those wheels, so I can go forward, left, right. You see that? In a circle very easily. But let's go ahead and pick up that debris right there. I'm just going to roll it across and take a look at how it picks up that debris. You see that? It's already picking it up. You can see it filling up the bag like so. I'm going to go ahead and move it around, pick up the rest of this debris over here. And look at that. The leaves that were sitting right there, it's now in the bag. You can literally see that. So now let me go ahead and finish up this ledge area over here. Okay guys, now I'm going to move down to the pool floor so it's deeper. It's about 5 feet down there. So let's go ahead and move down there. You can see all that debris at the bottom of the pool here. So I'm going to go ahead and go down there and pick up this debris. Go down here. You can see all that debris down there, hopefully. Just going to move it back and forth like so. Do love those 360-degree wheels because I could just go over the debris like this. Try to pick that one up right there. Over here. And now I'll keep on moving throughout the pool to pick this up. Now, one thing I do want to talk about is that what's great about this is that you can kind of use it to pick up floating debris as well, as long as you target it. Look at this. See that? I'll pick up that debris. And over here. So you got floating debris as well. It does work. You just kind of have to get used to it. I mean, it's not perfect for floating debris. It's more of a floor cleaner, but it does work that way as well. All right, guys, so I'm pretty much done here. Now, one thing you want to take note is that you can see right there, I'm flat on the pool floor. When you're taking this out, the way you want to take it out is you want to kind of turn it upside down before you take it out, because remember, there's an opening on the bottom of the jet sweep there. So if you flip it upside down, the debris won't fall out. Otherwise, if you pull up just like this, like that, the debris might fall out. So when you're lifting up, just take a look. I'm lifting it up right now. I'm turning it upside down like so that it doesn't come out. And as I lift it up, it'll shut itself off. Just like that, it shut itself off. Now, I'll go ahead and set this down right here. You can go ahead and open up that bag here and see all that debris that it did pick up right there. Just like that. Awesome. So you guys can see how the Betta Jet Sweep works in my pull back here. If you're in the market for a handheld pull vacuum, a manual handheld pull vacuum, if you're looking for one with a good brand name behind it, a well-known brand, looking for a good price, and you look for one with a lot of power, this Betta Jet Sweep might be perfect for you. It's definitely a manual handheld vacuum here. I recommend.
We hope this review helps.